Hello, welcome to our 36th? No, maybe more. Welcome to a vlog. My name's Harry. I'm the sort of lead programmer and a bunch of other stuff at Purple Jam Ltd. And today I'm going to talk about the upcoming backer build release. I think we might start doing these in a bit of a podcast format, meaning audio only, because that's what we do. And so because of that, I'm going to talk for a bit about the upcoming backer build, and then we're going to play a little bit of the level with me sort of giving commentary in a way that explains what's sort of going on and what you can hear. So right now I've just loaded in to almost the very start of the game, not the very start because I don't want to spoil anything, but sort of the first sequence we hear. This isn't finished, not polished, but it's pretty cool still, and it's what the backers are going to be able to play for those who backed the £50 option in the Kickstarter. Alright, so I'm currently in a corridor in the Lightlander's base. You can hear him just sort of walking around backwards and forwards. On my left there's an electrical buzz. I'll shut up for a minute so you can hear. And you can hear in front of us the radio playing, the theme song, a little bit of a temporary Emperor recording. We're going to put in the proper Emperor soon. But we're essentially in an underground bunker. So I'm just going to walk forward, open the door, see what Finn, the leader of the resistance of the Nightlanders, is saying.
I thought I heard you creeping in. I think I nailed that speech, don't you? Anyway, the mission. We've got wind of some documents in the nearby pumping station. Something real revealing. Apparently, according to the inside man, in those docks is the location of some church top secret. We don't know what, yet, but we know it's important. Go through the other door behind you and head towards the pumping station. You'll be able to hear it. I'm too busy myself. You know how it is. Get the job done and I'll meet you around the back of the station. Best of luck, champ.
Cool, yeah, so to talk us through our thinking, or particularly my thinking, at the minute there's, those footsteps are pretty loud. He sounds dry, right? So I need to turn those down a little bit. The room's not quite reverberant enough as I'd like it, not for accuracy's sake, but more for, I suppose, cinematic purposes. I'd say maybe the music's a little bit loud. The Emperor speech is a little bit loud. They are necessarily loud, but we'll get to that in a minute. And he currently says, go through the door behind you. Now the door behind you is actually in front of you at the moment. We're thinking of ways of getting through this. Maybe just go through the door. And you'll see in a minute that door gets specified to give you directional audio. Anyway, so I've just been told, go through the door, go to the pumping station, and I'm going to move forward.
Before you leave, take these. You'll need this to get into the overseer's office. We nabbed a card from a Lambton transport convoy. Idiots. Now go! Onward and outward, or something.
Alright. So, we've just been asked to go again, so I'm going to move forward.
Wait, I got a gizmo for you. Our top eggs have left us a new gadget to test. I will warn you, it's a prototype, but not the kind that blows up. So don't worry. This one's called the Auditory Zoom Gadget.
Ooh.
Fancy, isn't it? It highlights interesting things that you may or may not One to find. Let's see how it works. Right, on the device. Okay, hold on. On the device, press 1.
Cool. All right. So that little sort of wooden clicky sound, that's us receiving the item, the auditory zoom mechanic. Now this auditory zoom mechanic is sort of integral to the way this game plays. It'll get you out of not sure where you're meant to be going, which direction to go. Sonically, it's really cool and interesting. Yeah. We'll get to exactly what it does and how it works in a moment. So I'm just going to press a key.
Oh, wait, that's wrong. No. Press the I button.
Connor will talk a bit more about Finn's characterization. But in this version, he's this sort of quite jovial, good, strong, persistent, but also a bit rough around the edges and a bit inefficient. And so we wanted to insert a little bit of comedy here alongside the sort of more typical "we're the rebels" feeling.
That's definitely not it. Okay, no, I remember. It's the spacebar button. Try it out.
Alright, and now we're actually going to try the spacebar button. So in this iteration, you'll hear in a minute, he says tap it again. The gameplay is actually tap and hold the spacebar to focus. That feels more intentional, and we don't want people to stay focused the whole time. It's more of an aid. We don't want to limit sort of how long you can focus for, because that feels a little bit frustrating. Rather, we're going to put lots of interesting things in the world that you won't hear when you're focused, so it's worthwhile not being focused the whole time. Yeah, you can think about the focus as like imagine a sniper scope, or like a shotgun mic. So you're zooming in on a particular audio source, and that becomes louder, and everything else becomes much quieter. Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
All right.
Hello? Now, press the spacebar button again to deactivate it.
Yeah, so you could hear that when he was talking, because I'm now zoomed in, as denoted by the and that little bass drop sound. When I come across a POI, it makes that noise, and when I go, a POI is a point of interest, so it's something the player's interested in and typically needs to move towards. And he also got louder. Now if I let this to go.
There you go, Jam. Not entirely sure I trust all this technology, but if they say it helps, who am I to question them? Right, is there anything else you need?
Focus.
Didn't think so. You're gonna have more gadgets than an old world spy. Contact me on your radio if you need anything. And always remember the cause. Us Nightlanders will save the city of Dusklight.
Yeah. Cool. Alright. So yeah, we're free to go. If I move towards flipping it, music's pretty raucous. You can hear that type sound. And that sort of gives you slightly some direction. We're not going to have that in all areas of the game because we want people to take direction from the world. But I think we'll probably put it in on a timer, so if people aren't sure where to go despite the focus mechanic, they can just walk towards this sound and eliminate some of the frustration there that may arise. Alright, we're out into the desert. Now you heard some audio hitching there. Obviously got some profiling works to do. I believe it's to do with the garbage collector in C#, because we've got a lot of audio files coming in and out, and so I expect it's to do with RAM allocation or memory allocation. But yeah, so obviously that won't make it through to the final game, but is currently in this build. So I'm going to walk through the desert a little bit. a train coming. Oh, and some birds reacting to it. Alright, cool. Now if we keep on moving forward. There's a weird bug with the footsteps at the moment as well, where they sometimes play at half speed, which I've yet to get to the bottom of. Just walked over the train tracks there. Oh my goodness. So that was a lizard. There are actually numerous sort of invented creatures in this desert, each with their own language, made out of clicks and squeaks and a whole bunch of other stuff. Something we're looking at including more of is these sort of distinctive character languages. So like the footstep sound of Finn, the cane sound of the director, all that stuff. Right, okay, so I'm just going to walk in a random direction now. If I turn around, you might be thinking, oh, I'm lost now, I don't know where to go. Some ghouls getting a bit annoyed over there. Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm stuck. I'm just walking through the desert. Sounds amazing, obviously. But where do I go now? And this is really where your auditory focus mechanic is going to be key. Alright. So you can hear I'm focused now. Alright. There we go. So if I zoom out again. Alright, cool. So now because I zoomed in and looked all around, or focused, as the term should be, you know that because that's your only point of interest, that's where you should be walking towards. Now in future levels, like the city, as the Kickstarter backers may have played, you're going to have multiple points of interest, and you'll have to know what's going on in the narrative and such to find the right direction to go. And POIs won't always be sort of the next checkpoint. They may very well be something that's just of interest. They're like the simulations or the arcade and the city, all of that stuff. But in this environment, because it's the first level, you've only got that one point of interest to go towards. So I know I have to walk in that direction. Bit of hitching. And you see, the idea is not to stay in focus, but just to use it as a tool to make sure you're going the right way and don't get frustrated and get lost. Alright, I'm just going to up the footstep speed. It's being a little strange again. Alright. Yeah, going the right way. Train behind me. Wait for it to go by. Cool. So that transition needs a bit of smoothing out, of course, but we're now in a new environment. And we'll leave it there. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that quick sort of run through of what the build is going to be. Obviously, some issues for sure, but I don't know. It's been great to fully focus now that COVID-19 everything's died down a little on the main game, and we'll be bringing out more and more updates on the main game as time goes by, and I hope you really enjoy it. So, yeah, have a good one. Stay safe. Be kind. Speak to you soon.